Time now for your market recap. The JSE Combined Index gained 2,900 points, or about 1% last week. 122 stocks traded across the main and junior markets for the week ending Friday, March 7, 2025. 33 made gains, 73 lost value, and 16 stayed the same. 420 million shares changed hands on the Jamaican dollar market, valued at $17.8 billion. Pan Jamaica Group was the week's most traded stock, with 344 million shares changing hands. It started the week at $52.28. TransJam traded the second most shares. The stock gained 4% to open Monday at $3.87. TJH currently has a share offer open at $3.60 per share. And JMMB 9.5% rounded out last week's most traded. It gained about 5% to start the week at $1.35. Now let's see who had the biggest gains of the week. Dolphin Cove was the top gainer, up 34%. The stock's price rallied last week after the company reassured investors that its parent company's bankruptcy will not affect local operations. ISP Finance had the second biggest gain, up 23%, and Pulse rounded out the top stocks, up 21%. On the losing side now, MFS Capital Partners was last week's biggest loser. It fell 21% to open Monday at 41 cents. The stock resumed trading on Friday after being suspended since December. Knutsford Express shares fell 18%, and JFP lost 16% to close out the week at 70 cents. Over on the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange, the composite index was mostly flat last week. Massey was the TTSE's most traded stock. It opened Monday at $3.90 TT. Unilever Caribbean was Trinidad's top gainer, up 3.5% to start the week at $11.19 TT. And on the losing side, Trinidad and Tobago NGL shares fell 7% to open Monday at $4.25 TT. Over in the U.S., the Dow Jones dropped 2.5% last week, while the S&P 500 lost 3% and the Nasdaq was down about 4%. Motorists scored a win at the pumps last week. Gas and diesel prices all fell by $3.06. In foreign exchange, it took an average $157.85 Jamaican to purchase $1 last Friday. That's 52 cents more than the week before. $1 Canadian cost on average $110.29 Jamaican. $1 British pound cost $202.16 Jamaican, and you could buy €1 for $173.60 Jamaican on average. Bitcoin prices fell 11% over the past 5 days, trading at $80,303 on Monday. Meanwhile, Ethereum dropped 10%, trading at $2,023 on Monday.